Hi, so back in VTOL VR again. The other evening I had a bit of a practice with carrier landings, conventional carrier landings, and actually managed to pull off a couple. So I'm kind of hoping that, no, other way, kind of hoping I can manage it again and actually get myself on the carrier at least once while actually recording. It remains to be seen if I get away with it, but I want to have a go. So I'm on the comms, I'm on the ground. Right, the engine's going rather than mucking about there. So that's on the nav lights. Strobe, don't need landing lights on yet. They're all good. Everything's bright enough here. Right. So the one thing I realised last time I was musing how I really should be using the targeting pod to actually get a good idea of how lined up I am on the carrier, but said to myself, oh, I haven't actually equipped the targeting pod, because in this aircraft you actually don't need to equip targeting pod. I just hadn't actually powered it on, so I'm an idiot. Right, let's have you, let's have you. Okay, got display on the visor, that's all good. Let's just get an idea of where we are. Right, carriers out there. Right,
Copy. Taxi to runway 28.
28, okay. Brake off. Right, done it again. I want to start off with the tilt. There we go. Something I always need to remember to check. Before saying off is looking for that tilt. 28 that way. Okay. So when I was practicing the other evening, I had a wave off first time and then actually managed to catch the first wire on my next two goes. They weren't tidy landings, and actually I ignored the order to wave off both times because I was doing fairly well right up until the very last moment, and then yeah, kind of
1-1 tower. Clear for takeoff at runway 28.
Copy tower. Yeah, ignored the wave off command and just sort of went for it anyway and managed to stick it on the deck. So they weren't tidy, far from it, but at least they actually managed it. So I kind of figure if I keep practicing it, I should get to a point where I actually manage it consistently. Right, let's just put the brake lock on for a second. Just tighten up my headset. It's not feeling as comfy as it could be. There we go. And just in the last week as well, got myself the Elite head strap for the Quest 2, which I know is a little bit iffy in that people have been having them break and stuff like that, but I thought I'd give it a go, because you know, what's the worst that's going to happen? I have to return it for a replacement. And actually, oh my god, what a difference. It's just so comfortable. Right, flaps, all that's good. Right, take the brake off, let's go for it. Get ourselves off the runway before anyone complains. Don't really want to be taken off with afterburner, that's getting a bit too carried away. There we go, let's gear up, let's flaps up. let's not get too fast. Get ourselves out over the water. Normally the carrier's over there somewhere, isn't it? Let's have a look. Right, yeah. There we go. Right, slow down. Let's keep our altitude for the moment.
Bravo 1-1 tower, copy. Flight heading 304. You can expect runway 30.
Visor didn't want to come down. So normally you can actually put the visor up and down by sort of tapping on the side of your helmet, as it were, but sometimes I find it doesn't quite work. But thankfully there's a button there as well. Right, let's get ourselves sort of lined up. Let's put heading on for a moment. Right, so what I want to do is see if there we go. There it is. There we go, that'll do. So, a little bit to the left. Slowing down a bit. Right, let's get ourselves set up. I know I'm some way out yet, but take those off. Let's start doing this by hand. So yeah, I kind of figure I'm setting myself up a bit too far out at the moment, but this is just about practicing and getting comfortable with this. So, kind of in the middle of the lane. The runway on the deck looks good, so get myself straightened up on it. Oh, drifting off. Right, this should do me good for now. Give it a bit more flaps. Watch my speed. Okay. Oh, drifting up. I'm not hugely confident about it. Doing it first time in this video, and this is the first time. There's no cut here or anything like that. We'll see how we go. Oh, drifting off quite a bit now. Actually, that's the thing I haven't actually checked if this game models in any way, shape or form is winds, whether there's kind of side winds or anything like that. Right, it's looking a bit better. I feel like I'm a little over to the left. Speed just creeping up a little bit. Watch that. I want to get my nose up, but the direction of travel down. Come on, drift down just a little bit. Still feel I want to...
Bravo, 1-1, cleared to land on the carrier.
Give me a bit of right rudder. Kind of feel like I need to see the runway there a bit more vertical, so just going to keep on the right rudder. Speed down, there we go. That's drifting up. Right, that's looking better. Right, so at this point I want to try and keep my inputs really gentle. I can definitely feel as I fly this with the flaps fully down, got the hook down here, down. With the flaps down and going quite slow, the craft does really kind of wallow in the air. It feels a little bit sluggish, kind of, yeah, just sort of drifts left and right ever so slightly. Inputs aren't as immediate as you'd expect, which is what I'd expect to happen, but it's kind of reassuring it. The way this is simulated and modelled and the like, in that it, it feels like I would imagine it should. Obviously at higher speeds and everything.
Bravo, 1-1, call the ball.
Okay. At high speeds and everything, it's much more responsive. Right, I'm just going to keep drifting right a little bit and then sort of try and kick left. There we go. Oh no.
Move off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Climb and return to the holding pattern. Wait for clearance. Bravo, 1-1, cleared to land on the carrier.
That wasn't so good. Okay, let's give it another go. Sharp turn, watch my speed. Where are you? There you are. Right. Let's try and do it without coming quite so far out this time. turn in. Yeah, I really didn't have a good feel about that one, and obviously drifted far to the right when I came in. And there was no way I was going to correct enough at the last moment. Alright, let's get in the lane.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I feel like I'm a little bit too low this far out. Just try and keep my altitude for a bit. Alright, need to really turn on, because that's going too far right again. Well, steady on, I'm compensating.
Landing gear.
Gears down,
Landing gear.
looks down, flaps are
Landing
down.
gear.
Your final landing gears down. Okay, in terms of being lined up, this is looking better. Kind of feel I'm coming in just a little too shallow, so we'll see how this goes. Speed's not terrible. Oh, drifting left.
Bravo, 1-1, call the ball.
Again, it's that sort of wallowing as you get slower thing that really gets you. Okay, let's just bring that round a bit. Could really do with that camera to help. It's focused on the wrong part.
Ready for lineup.
Okay.
Ready for lineup.
Yeah.
Power. Wave off, wave off.
No. Going for it.
One wire.
Did it.
Back.
Did it.
That's your parking area.
Again, that was a bit messy, but I did it. So that's what my first couple of successful landings look like, being told to wave off and going for it anyway and hitting the first wire. But I did it. Embarrassingly, the very first time I did it, I was coming back around here, turning around to park up, and actually managed to smack my wing into the tower. Slightly embarrassing.
Where are we all in refuel?
Just park it here, right? Okay, let's put the brake on. Right, that's me done for this video. I'm not going to push it and try again, but I'm a bit pleased with that. That's the third time I'm actually doing a conventional landing. I'm going to keep practicing and see if I can improve on it and actually do a landing without being told to wave off, and see if I can hit anything other than the first wire as well. But I'm progressing. I'm improving. I'm still loving this game. It's just so immersive, so much fun, and just such value for money as well. As I'm sure I said before, if you have any interest in flight simulators whatsoever and you have a VR setup, there's no reason not to grab this, because it's just so much fun to dive in and look about with. I haven't even really, apart from one video I've done, haven't even really done anything with combat yet. I'm just enjoying the actual experience of flying and trying to land on the carrier and stuff like that. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. I shall end the video here. Thanks for watching, and see you again in another one. Bye.